Good morning. Welcome to our Back to School Traffic Safety Press Conference. I am Jeff Booker and I have the pleasure of serving as Gaston County School Superintendent. We would like to thank you all for being here, and we want to express our appreciation to all of the Gaston County Police Chief members of the Police Chief Association and to all of our local law enforcement agencies for partnering with us to make this event possible. Today, we want to provide information to the public about traffic safety as we begin a new school year in Gaston County. While we're sharing this information to coincide with our first day of school, it is information that is relevant and important to remember every day of the year. With us this morning are representatives from the various law enforcement agencies here in Gaston County, and we are so proud to have their support of this program as we bring attention to such traffic topics as pedestrian safety, school zones, school bus safety, distracted driving, seatbelt use, and traffic enforcement. Before I introduce our three speakers, I'd like to thank Mr. Torben Ross, the principal here at Robinson Elementary, for allowing us to spread out and use his parking lot today and work with us on providing this program. Today you will hear from Gastonia Police Chief Robert Helton, who will discuss school zone safety. He will be followed by our Gaston County Sheriff Alan Cloninger, who will discuss seatbelt safety, and then Gaston County Police Chief Joseph Ramey, who will discuss distracted driving. Please welcome Chief Helton, followed by Sheriff Cloninger and Chief Ramey.
I'd like to take just a moment to thank Dr. Booker for his support for all law enforcement. He's been a friend to us and has continued to be a partner, and we certainly appreciate that, Dr. Booker and all of the staff here in Gaston County Schools. I'd also like to take a moment just to acknowledge and thank all of our law enforcement chiefs and law enforcement officers from across the county, all of our municipalities, the Gaston County PD, the Sheriff's Office, and the North Carolina State Highway Patrol for partnering in this important operation. We are kicking off Operation BOLO, and we want the community and everyone to be on the lookout for our children as we start this school year. Be on the lookout as you're entering into the school zones. Look for the new signage, the new speed limits that will be reduced as the school year begins. Just reducing your speed by a few miles per hour could be the difference in being able to stop or not stop if a child were to run out into the roadway. So we're asking everyone, especially this next week, to slow down. Make sure that you're paying attention to the speed zones and the speed signs as you're entering into the school zones. We're also asking that you be on the lookout for our school crossing guards. Our school crossing guards in North Carolina can regulate folks at the crossing, so we want to make sure that the children can cross the street safely. Be on the lookout for our children exiting cars. This is the first week of school. They're learning the new traffic patterns. They're learning the new area. So be on the lookout for children exiting cars as you enter into the school zones. Be on the lookout for children on bicycles riding to school. Make sure that they're able to get to school safely. We want to make sure that all of our children are able to get to school safely this first week of school and throughout the year. We want this year, this 2020 year, to be a safe school year, and we're asking for everybody to come together for Operation BOLO and be on the lookout as we enter into this year. At this time, I'd like to introduce our Sheriff, Sheriff Alan Cloninger, and he's going to talk with you for just a moment.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone, and thanks to all the officers here and deputies here today to get this started. As the Chief Law Enforcement Officer for Gaston County, I'll tell you the citizens of Gaston County should be very proud of the partnerships that we have in providing school safety. Every school that has every town that has a school in it, elementary and middle, are usually covered by a local law enforcement officer. The high schools by the county police, and the sheriff's office, we're in there backing them up. So we're out there for school safety. But what they asked me to talk to you about is seatbelts. When I was young, we didn't wear seatbelts. We only had a lap. And when you were in a wreck, you got hurt. If you want to keep your child, yourself, from getting injured in a car wreck, you need to really think about buckling up. The law is a child under 80 pounds has to be in the car seat. An airbag isn't going to save you. Know that. The airbag works with the seatbelt. And so you're sitting there, it's 7:15, you got to get to work, you're running late, and you just got to run up the street to take your child to school. Instead of moving the car seat or locking them in, you just shoot up to the school. Well, that may be the most tragic mistake of your life. Because it doesn't take much speed to get injured in. Years ago in the rescue squad, we went to a wreck in the car lot. And it was under 5 miles an hour. But that killed that man driving that car. In today's world, with all the cars we have and the speeds, as the chief said, people out here speeding. Don't take the chance of not buckling yourself in. Please don't take the chance of not buckling in that precious child that you're bringing to school. Because I will tell you, these officers here and my deputies, if we see you running around for child not buckled in, we're probably going to have a conversation. But the best part of that conversation is we don't have that conversation. That you take the responsibility, even though you're going to be late, even though you're going to be in a hurry, to first off, buckle your children in, protect them. They're your prized possessions. Second off, buckle yourself in, because we need you too. And I'd like to also comment that we're very proud of the city of Gastonia for starting this program this year. This Be On the Lookout Bolo, I think, was their brainchild, and we're proud to be a part of it. And now I'll introduce to you Chief Ramey with the Gaston County Police Department.
Thank you, Sheriff. Good morning, everyone. School safety is about partnerships, and as you can see, the Gaston County school system, along with all of law enforcement, are proud partners in trying to keep our children safe. But as citizens, you too play an important role in that. Obeying the traffic laws and obeying the school rules are important to our children's safety. I want to take a minute to talk to you about the new school year and the BOLO program that we're involved in. It's a great time to remind everyone the dangers of driving while distracted, especially around our schools, our school bus stops, where we have not only students, but parents and caretakers, not just driving, but walking and bicycling as well. So when we talk about distracted driving, what are we talking about? Well, distracted driving is essentially anything that diverts your attention from operating your vehicle in a safe manner. Let me give you some examples. Eating food while you're driving, or other passengers who might be unruly or distracting your attention again. Our favorite thing, using mobile devices like cell phones. And yes, personal grooming while driving. We've seen that occur. Rubbernecking is a term we like to use. Staring at other accidents and things that are going along the side of the road while you're driving are all distractions, along with many other types of distractions. Distracted driving can cause you as a driver to miss safety hazards as you're approaching them. It could also cause you to react slower to the road conditions and changing traffic conditions. And distracted drivers are more likely to be in an accident and less likely to avoid an accident. It only takes 3 seconds to be involved in a car accident. North Carolina is the 9th most populous state, but we are 5th most highest in traffic fatalities. Only Texas, California, Florida, and Georgia are ahead of us. Last month in Caldwell County on 321, a young man was walking alongside the road, was struck and killed by a young lady who was distracted driving. In 2017, 3,166 people lost their lives due to distracted driving. 229 teenagers lost their lives due to distracted driving. And on an average day, 9 people are killed by distracted driving. So please, pay attention while driving in and around our school zones and our school bus safe bus stops. Don't let distracted driving ruin a school day. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Helton, Sheriff Cloninger, and Chief Ramey for being with us. And thank you for all your departments and all of law enforcement that are represented today for what you do every day. As a citizen of this county, it is an honor to be among you and to thank you for what you do. We appreciate everyone's attendance here today and for being with us. And we want you to know that we appreciate your commitment to sharing this story and getting this information out. We work hand in hand with the police to promote school safety, and we appreciate all that they do to make sure that we have safe schools. In Gaston County, we have the honor of being recognized as the largest urban district in the state with the safest school record, and it's because of all these folks that work with us every day. So thank you for joining us this morning. All of us will be available for additional pictures and interviews, and there are numerous things set up that we would like for you to explore and learn about safety. We appreciate everyone being here. Thank you.